Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today, another new boy group that we're checking out today. It's Woolham's boy group, Golden Child's Hubes, and according to K-Profiles, a group that primarily was created after Produce X 101, which I didn't watch, but you know, congratulations to everyone who got their career started from a frankly horrific reality survival show in general. I'm sure people enjoyed the show. Anyways, DRIPPIN. Haven't heard any music by them, I don't think, actually. I'm going to go on my Spotify real quick, see if I have any songs that I have playlisted by them. No, I do not. Okay. Which means we're going in with a completely clean slate, which is always very exciting. They debuted end of October in 2020. So they are a COVID group. Interesting. Okay. I have no idea what their group sound is like. I bet I've heard like one or two songs by them. I just didn't know it was DRIPPIN. But, you know, I really don't know what sound to expect because all Woolham artists that I know of at least have very different sound characteristics. Like Rocket Punch and Golden Child are like the two Woolham groups that I know, and then you have Umbi as a solo artist. Well, those are like the three main Woolham artists that I know. And now we have DRIPPIN. So, from the first like shot on screen, maybe a glitchy like kind of EDM-y track, maybe? I don't know. Let's find out together though. English and 4K right off the get-go. And I think we're good to go, so without further ado, 3, 2, 1. Ah yes, the artist tag. I like they're going unique with all of the MVs now, instead of just one generic one. Okay, it is kind of a crunchy song then. Wow. Talk about a switch up. Build it back up, build it back up. This kind of hits. There's an interesting compositional thing where they have really fast percussion, but the guitar and the bass in front of it is a lot slower. Interesting. Like really fast percussion. Extended transition, very nice as well. And then this chorus is really energetic. Oh, this crunchy. This bass, I don't know if you can pick up on it, but this bass is so far in the back of the track, it's almost hard to distinguish what it's playing. Also, this MV is kind of nuts. No bottom end for the instrument for the final chorus here so far. It's gonna build, bring it back in. No, I'm gonna bring it in gradually, okay. Filter lower end. Take the filter slowly off. And there's the full instrumental behind it, there we go. Ooh, I kind of like that. That was a vibe. It's I feel like rock, or at least the rock sound in general, has been being used a lot more in recent days. Like, yes, you have the punk rock sound that, like, Yena's got the bubbly pop rock sound, like Tommy's solo, Moonbill's Cheese and the Trap. And then you have like the emo punk rock that like TXT has been doing recently. I feel like this is a completely different category of rock music, and I kind of like it. It's, as someone who grew up listening to like 80s rock and metal music, this is completely separate. This is probably closer to like 2000s-ish. But it's really crunchy. And at the top line, the vocal line, works very well with it, I think. It's musically a lot it's a lot more simple than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like tons of genre switching, flip the like synthesizers and the vocal filters and stuff, but it's a fairly simplistic song, and I think it works very well. It's, with the way I do these like whole videos, I've noticed that I don't like to pause during the song because I know it turns a lot of people off if you do, but it makes it harder to go back and talk about specific scenes because I don't pay attention to where the timeline is. But no, we'll talk about this final chorus because I think this final chorus is written very well. This is very clever how it's so, I don't know if this is still in the bridge, but no, that's the chorus. But you hear how there's no bass, and the percussion is slowly being filtered in. The audio filter's coming off, and then the full instrumental is here. Compared to you have the entire instrumental here. This is the second chorus. You have the bass, the guitar, the percussion, and I think there's a synthesizer in there somewhere, but that's very clever songwriting. The way the final chorus is different, and there's also the musical flourish is a very, very strong tool to add to a song to add more dramatic effect. And with this song here and the final chorus, it works very, very well, especially with how the flourish takes such a long time to come to fruition. It's very well done. And also, you kind of have a false or a fake drop with the pre-chorus here. This is the second one, but it's the same with the first one as well, but you would expect it to hit there. With how the beat goes. But there's that extra measure of just almost silence, where it's just the transition word, where the every and then the beat hits on the where. That, I think, is very clever as well. The fake drop is one of the, I think, more harder things to execute in K-pop, because sometimes by having a fake drop like that, you run the risk of losing the energy leading into it. But because the silence is so short and you get it back with the emphasized every, like the syllables, every for the word everywhere into the first line of the chorus, it works. It's not an anti-drop because the drop hits hard. The energy doesn't drop on just suddenly down going into the chorus. The energy's there. It just doesn't happen where your brain expects it to happen. Hope you didn't hear my stomach. I haven't eaten all day yet. But, anyways, very 2 for 2 on new songs today, and I'm very happy with that result. I find it for me that boy group songs I find harder to pick up on after first listen. I don't know why. It's just for me, especially this year, girl group music has hit a lot harder after first listen. That's nothing against like the boy group music. It's just kind of how this year's been as a trend. But these two songs today have been really good. Like they are going on the playlist. And ooh, yeah, they're a group that they're a group I'm gonna have to keep in the back of my mind moving forward, which is going to be extremely difficult to keep up with. But you know that's joys of being a multi. You get so much new music all the time, and yes, it might be overwhelming, but I ain't complaining about it. But that's it for me today. Very good stuff. And if you want to check out more from me, channel icons up there. You can see the whole archive of old action videos I've done, all the artists I've watched. And if you want to watch another video of mine right away, YouTube recommends you watch that video down there. And until next time, bye bye.